this new video, to this channel. I can't believe it's been 3 months since I spoke to the camera last, and that's why I don't really know what to say exactly. A lot has happened since I last uploaded, and I thought I would kind of tell a story through different chapters that I went through during the last 3 months in this video. For any one of you watching that saw my previous video, you can probably tell I'm in a new house. And like I said, there's a lot that happened, so I want to get into all of it. So join me as I narrate the story of the last 3 months. This year, the world has seen uncharacteristic rain. Goa, being tropical and embracing the wild Arabian Sea, takes on its strong current winds and is hit hard with clouds. The sea is in the air itself, in the form of moisture, and manifests in life here, sometimes in the form of sweat, mold, and mostly rain. This was my first monsoon here in Goa, and suffice to say, I was absolutely not ready. Days were gloomy and nights were loud. Don't get me wrong, I am a true admirer of an overcast sky, beauty and symbolism in rain. The moodiness it brings is an artist's favorite form of inspiration. Not to mention the beautiful outburst of flora all around, the burst of colors in the sky, and there are many times when the sun and the clouds are kind of battling it out for the upper hand, and so there occur so many rainbows because of this tussle between the two. And last but definitely not the least, enjoying hot food, parathe and fried food like we all. However, incessant rains can bring isolation, and one of my worst enemies, cabin fever. I couldn't step out much, especially with a lack of transport, and I was confined to my thoughts and the sound of raindrops hitting my roof. Only form of comfort being warm beverages. I waited patiently for the sun. Sometimes we tend to forget how connected we really are to nature and the earth. Sometimes life imitates nature and all its seasonal shifts. The inner world reflects the outer and vice versa. I was reminded of that this monsoon. I found myself reflecting the melancholy and broodiness of the rain, not only because of the obstruction of my freedom to move, but also because I was going through a lot at the time. Some personal hardships that caused frequent downpours of my tears, breakdowns caused by grief, some dark night of the soul kind of stuff. Adulthood is hard and makes one wary or even disillusioned sometimes. It is overwhelming to take care of not only yourself but slowly the people you love as well. Life can be demanding, high maintenance, and expensive, which sometimes makes you overlook its charm. However, slowly but surely, every storm, every downpour, and every season, whether good or bad, ends and gives way for novelty. The clouds pass to reveal the bright blue color of the sky and the bright yellow of the sun. The rain was a very faithful companion to me in my grief, but I waited patiently for the sun. Alright, so I'm I'm not going to lie, guys. The house I was living in, which you can see in my previous video, was way too impractical. And that was really noticeable during the monsoons. I honestly can make a whole video about the struggles I faced while living there in the rainy months, but in a gist, between no storage whatsoever, no place to dry my clothes, long power cuts, barely any network, and the stone path leading to the house turning into a shallow but definite pond, I was burnt out. I decided the first thing I needed to do to get out of the funk and instead get funky is to invest in a better home. That decision, coincidentally coming in around end of July, was my first ray of sunshine. As the sun appeared after weeks, it seemed an encouragement. I began the long process of finding a nice but affordable place. As the rain reduced its relentlessness, so did my life and the loneliness I felt, and I found renewed hope for a brighter future. It is officially October. In the western hemisphere of the planet, this time is called fall. The leaves are falling and winter is coming. However, the tropics know of no winter, and Goa welcomes back the sun. The rains have blessed the land with canopies of green and inexplicable beauty. The temperature is more forgiving, and the year is coming to an end. Coming to Goa is on the minds of a good chunk of not only the Indian population but a lot of worldwide tourists as well. And the Goan land and its people ready themselves to prove once again why Goa is the number one tourist destination in the country, offering respite and hospitality, among other things. I have moved to a new house. The rains have very much slowed down, and the clouds are bidding a reluctant goodbye. The sun is a more constant part of the day now. This home offers me creature comforts, and the catch being in an extreme remote place surrounded by nature's bounty. I realize that once I muster enough courage to really see where I'm going wrong, it can really turn things around for the better. My energy is replenished as I step out into the world again and greet people, animals, and of course, nature. I feel more settled and ready to have a routine once again. All this to say, after 3 months of a break, I'm ready to regularly start uploading to this channel. I have learned a lot in this time and feel ready to apply it. This channel hit 100 subscribers, and it might seem like a very small number in the grand scheme of things and of YouTube success, but it means a lot to me. The only other thing that I want to touch on is thing I said in the beginning, which is that the world is seeing uncharacteristic rain and Goa is no exception. I had many conversations with the locals here who told me it's not like this every year. I think that as the tourist season is coming upon us, and it already has actually, it's mid October, I would only request any of my viewers who are coming here for celebrating the end of the year, please do be mindful about how you treat the surroundings. Like I said, you can expect weekly uploads about more of my life here, what I've been up to, and also stories about other places that I'm going to visit or have visited in the last 3 months. So, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.